This is the radar from CS 1.6, and only in CS 1.6 you could see things that didn't make a lot of sense. Such was the game, old, unique, and nostalgic for many. Starting from the radar, since CS 1.6 it has improved considerably, and other versions of CS feature a much improved version of the same. With every new major release of Counter-Strike it has considerably improved too, but some things remain to this day. As far as the options are concerned, players had a lot of options to choose from, and some of which weren't very obvious to begin with. For example, players had things like the HAV suit volume, which controlled the voice that comes from the suit you would be wearing on certain maps. You could also increase the brightness and gamma of your screen that enabled players to set up and adjust visibility even on the darkest of maps. Players also had a flashlight that they could use by pressing F, and I still don't know what place it had in the game since no one really used it. CS 1.6 as such isn't a game with a lot of dark maps that would necessitate that, but perhaps it was meant for something like zombie or death run servers. As far as server types go, CS 1.6 was also unique in their variety. They still exist to this day, but in CS 1.6 there was no such thing as a competitive gameplay like in CSGO and CS2. Players had to play on community maps which fell in a category, with those being public, that is competitive like gameplay where people aimed to plant or defuse the bomb, hostage rescue missions where terrorists guarded the hostages from being rescued, hide and seek maps where people played for fun to hide and seek, or death run maps where one terrorist was guarded by an impenetrable wall and put forth obstacles for the other team to deal with when they're jumping from an object to an object to reach and eliminate him. One more thing that was unique to CS 1.6 was the necessity to buy ammunition. In subsequent versions of CS as well as in other shooters, guns come with preloaded ammunition, however CS 1.6 was unique in that regard. Players had an option to bind the key to buy primary or secondary ammunition, and the buy menu even had a separate category for ammo too. Some guns were named in an interesting way too. There wasn't a gun named AK-47 and it was named CV-47 instead, there was a bullpup and the like as well. CS 1.6 was also rather unique in its ability to provide players with night vision goggles that could be purchased on certain maps or game modes. This thing turned your screen completely green and it wasn't clear when it should be used in the first place either. I guess that for some specific maps or game modes like zombies, night vision could have provided some benefits, but for others it was completely useless. What wasn't so useless, however, were the cameras on maps like the Assault and the like. Cameras in places like Vans and the Assault provided players with the ability to discern what's happening on the opposing side of the map, and with assistance from teammates, the other team could have been easily eliminated. In CS 1.6, a shield was also a thing. Using it, players could shield themselves from bullets coming from the front, but at the same time only hold a pistol and risk being eliminated when the shield was removed or shot from the back. After you die, you would become a spectator. The spectator menu was also rather special in that it had a couple of modes where you could observe enemies, teammates, chat with other players with your chat not being visible to those alive, or just observe the radar, which was also rather weird. Do you know of other things that have only existed in CS 1.6 and not in other games? Tell me in the comments below, and until next time.